Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here, and we are continuing our journey to complete The Wizard's Apprentice, Chapter 2, The Talisman and the Eye. And we are here with our two favorite characters. Well, one favorite character and some guy that's just following me around. I don't really understand why. But we have successfully killed all the Skeletors over here. See, we had stuff in the back that made me think boss fight because it had pretty little flags, yeah, right by the door. And we have a library. Now we have used up pretty much a bulk of our spells, and since potions, must have used up the stack that I had found. Since potions are easy to come by, hell, I got 10 I think stored up in here. Yeah, we're doing fine. And for those of you that have been screaming at me from the earlier Let's Play about how I keep saying things like, oh, if I only could describe invisibility, I know I already have it. I'm not paying attention. It's the other things that I'm thinking of. The ice storm, and I do realize now that I had two of those as well. They just didn't stack them. For whatever reason, wasn't seeing the two. I have one put away, again, for safety reasons, so that I can scribe it into my book once I get to that level. I should probably do the same with you, matter of fact. And dominate person. These ones I'm fairly certain I've scribed, right? Yep, got those. Same with Deadlies. Not achieve the required level. Should probably store that one then. Protection from energy. Oh, there we go. See, look at there. I learned something new every day. Alrighty. Well, that made me happy. Anyway. Protection from energy, for those of you that don't know, is a ridiculously overpowered spell. It is level 3, and it is another 24-hour bump to a single target. Can be you, could be your buddy. Absorbs 30 damage around of all energy types, so all your elemental energy is what we mean. And for those of you that don't know, I don't believe that includes things like negative energy or divine energy, which is kind of a bummer, but it's the elemental energy we're talking about. So acid, cold, fire, electric, and sonic, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. Doesn't absorb magic energy, which would be like your magic missile spells. Doesn't absorb your negative energy, which should be things like inflict wounds, and it doesn't absorb divine energy, which you think of things like Hammer of the Gods. So all those are still going to penetrate. It pops after absorbing 40 points of damage total of any type. I'm assuming by any type what they mean is 40 points total. Doesn't matter if it was 39 of fire and then 1 of cold, that's 40, and then therefore boom, it pops. It's misleading, I think, the way it says it. That's the reason I pointed it out to you guys. But again, great spell. Won't use it anytime soon, but when I know there's going to be like a dragon or some fire critter or some kind of snow monsters, which are out in the middle of wilderness here, you know, protection from energy could come in super handy. Let's see. Protection from arrows. I could have used that last time, but that was really kind of dumb of me not to. What could I use? That would be extended. I'm looking at the wrong thing for. Extended spells double the duration. So if you take it and look at it, I'm level 5 caster level, right? I'm a wizard, level 5, level 1 rogue, and I did not take the practice spellcaster yet. We'll do that eventually. So I'm still only level 5 wizard, so 5 caster levels. So that's 5 minutes. This would last double that for an extended version, so 10 minutes, which, you know, bully for me. Ghostly Visage, yeah, I could pop another one of those out. It only lasts for me. Now, having said that, I got great spells at level 2. I mean, I really do like Scorching Ray. It really doesn't do me a lot of good until I get to level 7, because I only get the 1 beam right now. But that 1 beam does 4 to 24 points of damage on a single target. That's some pretty huge damage. This one, of course, each arrow does 4 to 24. So again, it's basically the same thing. Reflex save, spell resistance on this one. This one gets no save. See, so technically speaking, and that's a really good point, every 4 caster levels. I should prove to myself that I'm only throwing 1 fireball One flame arrow, excuse me. Because if that's the case, then I should really be slapping out. Well, I guess it doesn't fall in this category. Oh, boo. But this one would. And it lasts for longer levels, it burns for longer levels, no save, no spell resistance. Yeah, Mel's Acid Arrow would probably be better here. Yeah. Let's double up on that. I'll keep one because fire is always useful, right? Make sure there's not some other spell I want to pop up here. Having said that, see, now I can free up Mel's Acid Arrow there and put in something useful for me and my Bud here. What's a good one? Mirror Image. There you go. This one is phenomenal. The little orbs around you are basically your illusory selves, the illusory images of yourself. You get 1 to 4 random roll plus 3 or plus another 1 per 3 caster levels. A maximum of 8, and I think that's including the 1d4. So you can't have 12. I don't think. I think it's 8 total. And these guys basically, when they're swinging at you, they have a chance of hitting the orb instead of you. So the orb dies, you don't, and you don't take any damage. So ridiculously overpowered. Doesn't last long, but a great spell. We'll keep Scorching Ray because I love the look of it, and the save, and the damage. This one for protection. Grease has not been thrilling me as of late. I, however, have been having invisibility issues. We are fighting wizards, after all. Those little bastards that love to pop potions and cast invisibility on themselves. So where's my... What the hell is it? Is it not a level 2? Oh, it's going to be a level 1. It's level 2, and it blindside. Ah, boo. I'm going to have to make a choice. What does it last? Well, I could probably get the extended version. Get rid of like a acid arrow, I suppose. Yeah, the blind sight. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use it if I need it. Right? It's going to be one of those contingency spells, and it sucks that I have those. But it really is useful because when you're fighting an invisible guy, until I start getting things like AoE moves, you know, like sleep is an AoE move, right? But it doesn't do damage, and I have to make sure I hit the little bastard. Things like Grease is an AoE move, but again, doesn't do any damage. Things like Balgorn's Horn, AoE move, but doesn't do any damage. Gedley's Fire Burst, if I know I'm standing next to him. Death Armor, if I know he's charging up on me. You know, all those work. But Fire Burst is pimp. I mean, this thing alone does retarded damage per caster level. I really am already maxed out on this one. I'm doing 5d8 damage. That's a nice one. I really should have that one in my repertoire. Scorching Ray's ranged, though. But we are close enough. Oh, hey, wait. I just thought of the reason why. It hurts my guy. The other guy. Sorry. Have to remember the pros and cons. See, invisibility is basically the same thing as your blind sight. 60 seconds per level. As the See Invisibility cell suffers no penalties for fighting or acting in total darkness. I think that's the bump to it. So it's one of those where See Invisibility is worthless in comparison to the blind sight. Anytime it's one of those counter-redundant spells. It's like, what's the point then? If you know, See Invisibility is the same as this, it's the same level, same amount of time, and this one also gives me the no penalties for fighting or acting in total darkness, which I have yet to see the game do to me, by the way. I would love it if it did, because it would make it more realistic. I don't think it's fair that I'm swinging for maximum damage and, you know, maximum accuracy when it's pitch black and I haven't cast so much as a light spell. That's the reason we have these damn things, you know. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. What do we got here? We got a level 1 spell. We're looking for Prize Charm Person. It's a good spell. You know, these would be other AoE moves. This one has to pick a target, though, I think. And this one here, I can just cast it at my feet. But again, hits him. So, invisibility-wise, I already have 2 spells and scrolls locked and loaded if I need them. Guaranteed hits, though, from something as simple as kicking a blind sight on my main man over here, who's going to go through and just stomp all over the bad guys. You know, that's some good gravy. I could have easily gone for, matter of fact, you know, I just thought of something. I'm going to do this one. And yes, I know this is less protection. Notice this is deflection. Saving throws and immunity to mind affecting spells against the chosen alignment. Obviously evil for our purposes. That's the reason for this spell over Mage Armor, which gives me a +4 armor class bonus to armor. And I point that out because I want you to see something here. If I look at my character sheet, I'm at level 18 armor class right now, you know? I look at my inventory, and I thought of this just yesterday, dumb that I am. I have +2 armor already on my character. I cast Mage Armor on me, it'll only go up 2 more points, which is fine. You know, 18 goes to 20, which, you know, you'd be like, well, that's all good. The problem is, against evil, which is probably everybody we're fighting, it automatically goes up to +4. You don't see it in the tally here. The game's supposed to calculate that in. Whether it does or not, I don't know, but it should. So I really am technically at 20 against everything we're fighting, unless it's like dogs or, you know, like monsters that are just random non-evil entities. Everybody we're fighting in this holy hell of prison has got to be evil, is my bet. So I probably am getting the full effect of this, and I'm wasting my Mage Armor. And I also keep forgetting that I have another bonus to this, Magic Circle against Evil. Another awesome sauce bonus, and I can cast that, and it protects me and anyone near me from those same effects that that one spell I just talked about is going to protect me from. So it won't stack. The Magic Circle against Evil is just going to be there. But hell, I can pop that on me right now just for funsies. Give me a second now. Come on. Oh, it's paused. There we go. Don't need it twice. But that's the Magic Circle protection. And again, the downside of that is you can't really tell until I walk away from the guy that he's not having that protection. He has to be close enough to me that, boom, he gets it. But if I see that he's being mind controlled, it does kick back in once he's back within the field of protection. So, you know, awesome. And yes, I'm sure that was a waste of a casting. But remember, it's per day. It's not an item like a wand that's going to burn out of charges, and I'm about to pop a potion anyway, right? Because I'm down on spells. So let's get those back, since I've been rambling long enough. First, let's protect him with the elemental one, and I'll protect me protection from evil. My little hula hoop of doom. All right, buddy boy. Yeah, we're following you. What we got here? Anything? Looking good. Library. That means scrolls, everybody. Alright, let's go find us some booty. Oh, I heard something. I'm casting, apparently. Where am I casting to? Oh, is that a guy? Aha, Black Robe Wizard. You. Go kick that guy's ass. You, go ahead and finish your flame round. What did he do to me? Nothing. There we go. See, that's the mirror image. We got lucky that we took him out before. We had to deal with all those little globies of globness. A scroll of awesomeness, scroll of orb. See, for some reason, these are not scribable into my book, as you'll remember. Now, this one won't be because it's level 4. And I love these spells. These are awesome spells. Why I'm not getting access to them, I don't know. I mean, I clearly can use the scroll. So that's not going to be the issue. But it's going to be one of those where I would much rather have it in my spell book versus temporary item. Now we got some remains here, and it's wizard remains, which means mine. I have another quarterstaff, a heal. Oh hell, what am I having him carry for? I'm the pack mule. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Yes. Maybe you dumbass. Make sure I have paused. Alright, so is that. Braces of armor. Those are extra because he's got a pair and I don't need a set, right?
Yes.
Okay. Glittering necklace. No. we'll give that to him. The glittering necklace is nothing more than basically a light spell centered on the character. Usually very weak light spell. Doesn't kick off like massive distance, but a 15 meters radius, I think that's what that is. Light, normal, white. Basically guaranteeing that he can be seen at all times, as well as being able to see his targets at all times. All good gravy. Okay, let's go with this book here. We're just gonna send him around. She'll, spontaneously cast stuff as needed. Found me a tower key. Looks like I found me a book too. This book, written in spidery script, outlines the rituals needed to make a phylactery to house the soul of a lich. Oh, I hate those things. A lich, or leech? Lick. I think it's pronounced lick. A lick is a wizard that went batshit crazy and decided to become an undead. And I'm not to say they're vampires. Like the Vampire King are usually licks. They have vampire spells, and then they have vampire powers, and then they have wizard level spells. You want to talk about a pissy son of a bitch? We got some books that might be lore or phylacteries. Boo! I don't want to fight a leak. Those things are mean. All right, the scroll looks like a mage armor scroll. Improved mage armor would make me happy though. Wonders. Okay, so let's see. How many of these things have I got? There's only one guy here that we saw, and he popped up out of nowhere because I did not see him when I opened the door. Now maybe it's a distance thing, yes. But I'm getting a little worried here. Yeah, I probably should have. Wait, did I cast it on myself? Is that what happened? Yeah, whatever. Alright, we're doing fine. I should probably close the door. Oh, see, look at that. He was right there. Alright, I got a magic missile wand here. Might as well use that up for some auto hit damage. Oh, he did fire burst on me. You bastard. Good work, buddy. So he just either teleported in or he was invisible the whole time.
I'm overloaded.
You're not overloaded. Got robe of fire resistance. I'd rather have my garment though, but we will store that. That could come in handy. And every girl needs to accessorize, am I right, boys? Quarterstaff, I could care less about. Necklace, I could care less about. I'd rather have my amulet of will over here, so I'm a good. I am wounded. If anything, that drew my attention to that. Slap you over there because I'm starting to use you frequently. We're going to split off two for him.
Follow me.
As he's wounded. Okay. You need to get the scrolls. Identify them. He had books too, right? Ancient Wonders. Pause action here. Let's see. This is a listing of many ancient artifacts and great wonders created by gods and mortals alike. Many of them have the words destroyed, lost, or moved to another plane besides the entries. One entry stands out. Lucifer's Spine. Ew. Creator unknown. Composition rumored to be the backbone of a powerful demon, possibly a former ruler of one of the 9 hells. Powers. The alleged powers of Lucifer's Spine vary with different accounts. Some state that it summons a mighty demon to aid the owner. Others state that it gives the user the ability to wield the flames of the 9 hells in the form of a Baler's whip. Ooh, pimp. On one point, however, all accounts agree. Lucifer's Spine has the ability to bring a being back from death. regardless of the circumstance or manner of that being's demise. Oh yeah! This power transcends time and planes and requires no material remains of the creature to be present. Basically, summon an undead person and make him a living person spell. That's cool. Phylacteries. Well known in arcane communities, phylacteries are the housings of Lick souls. This book details their creation, enchantment, common protection wards, methods of hiding, and suitable materials for construction. You leaf through a few passages. A wise Lick will guard his phylactery well, as it is the source of his immortality. Yeah, remember this. You have to kill the phylactery to kill the Lick, and usually the bastards hide them. Osazar the devil, an ancient Lick, is said to have made an ordinary grain of sand his phylactery, then filled all the chambers of his fortress with deep mounds of sand, effectively concealing it. It's a good idea. Ablazandak Sheltenar is said to have created a roving phylactery. His soul was able to move from object to object, a favorite trick when assailed was to move his soul into the body of his opponent. Oh, what a dick move. So that in order to destroy him, they would have to destroy himself. Unfortunately, he was killed when a rather depressed kobold stormed his lair and committed suicide just seconds after Ablazandak's soul was committed to his body. Dumbass. If a Lick places these 7 wards on his phylactery appropriately, only a very powerful artifact such as the Sphere of Annihilation, I think we talked about that before, or by the combined breath of 3 mature chromatic dragons will be sufficient to destroy it. Oh, that's rough. Chromatic dragons are mean, and to find 3 of them that would come. You got to use the Sphere of Annihilation, clearly. The Seekers. Yeah, I don't care about those. To the chasm. Yeah. Lore books. Talked about that one already. Combat spell casting. Yeah, that didn't do anything. You know. Ultimated. Summoning book. Beast of the Fawn North. Dueling for Dummies. Defeating Undead. That's the one he needs to keep. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway. That was some interesting little tidbits. Makes me think that we're going to fight that Lick there at some point. That's not cool. Okay, well, we already had 2 guys just appear out of nowhere, so I am going to buff up a little bit since we're probably going to find another dude here before you know it. Take the magic book. Read this one. This book stained the blood details. With blood, details the rituals required to transform a wizard into a Lick. It is warded heavily, cannot be removed from its alcove. Let's see. So we got that. Anything else in here? Aha! Evil bastard. Why don't you, charm person. Ah, he did his save. Boo! Alright, Ray of Frost to his face. Take match missile time, baby. Keep running, but you can't hide there, wizard boy. We'll go get his treasure here in a second. Plight of the Illithids. Ah, yeah, we talked about those guys before. This guy over here, he got ransacked by him, didn't he? History of Retaliation. Oh, I totally want that one. Book that's unidentified. I will look at that. Unidentified must mean magic, right? That's what I'm being told. Alright, looks like we got everybody in here dead. So, unless we just happen to miss them and we just need to like walk past the specific location, I'd say we're good. Alright, what did we find in that last hall? Lots of stuff. We got the exiled ogre. Book tells an ogre chieftain Bardock. Does that name sound familiar? Zabi's tribe when he lost a duel with a younger and stronger rival. After being cast out, he wandered south and made a home for himself in the cold mine. Bardock, is that the son of a bitch we fought in chapter 1? Plight of the Illithids. Browsing over the first few pages, you read, for millennia, the Illithids kept a highly intelligent race of humanoids captive. Their intelligence and proficiency with magic made them useful and powerful slaves. but it made them dangerous as well. Over time, the slaves developed a secret organization to gain their freedom. They struck fast at their unsuspecting masters, killing thousands of Illithids before the masters could respond. Eventually, the Illithids organized their defenses, but not before the humanoid slaves escaped and their empire was in ruins. Thus was born the Githyanki, and thus fell the great Illithid Empire. Since then, the Githyanki have systematically hunted and killed their former masters. The Githyanki have become numerous and powerful since their liberation, and they are beginning to kill the Illithids faster than the Illithids can reproduce. Some scholars speculate that at the present rate, the Illithids will be extinct within the next millennia. Good on them, slave bastards. Weapons from the distant land. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. So now I have Weapon Martial from a book, and I have Spellcasting and Armor, Codex Meta Magica, Weapons from a Distant Land. I get exotic weapons that I can use now. What's this one? History of Retaliation. This book is a book by Nasid Ontanari. Describes the history of Retaliation, the study of altering living things through arcane means, from its birth to the founding of the governing society of Retaliation, the initially incorporated but now redistributed and completely redefined society of Retaliation, Viturists, Vitumancers, and things otherwise Vitrological. Damn right. The nature of illusion. Mirror image, 1 use per day. I'm keeping that. That means I can take that off my damn spell there, because I get to use this book to do it. Hell, I could even probably give it to him. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, baby, that's a better idea. Like that. Nature illusion, baby. Tell me you can use it. Alright. Braces of armor +2. We already know what to do with those. Guard staff, don't need that. Never hurts to have bullets, right? Okay, yes. What is that? Can he use it? Looks like he can. Pimp! That's so awesome. That is so incredibly awesome. Spellcasting and armor gives me my light armor proficiency. Empower spell. Exotic. That one we can put away. Pillar of Illithids. I'll also put that one away. I'll keep that one out. I want to go see if I can talk to that Skeletor guy outside. He probably wrote the book. Where is my other book, though? I had a book that gave me... Oh, it wasn't a book. It was training with that stupid golem thing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a permanent feat, then. Woot. Good luck on your travels. Be on your guard in this tower, for there are many dangers. Okay. Alright, well, before we finish this off here, let's go over here. We have a boss fight, potentially. I will buff a little for it. Insofar as I will cast me my spell. I'll activate his spell. Cool beans. Alright, let's do this. Okay, pause. The human woman looks at you in surprise and no small amount of amusement. She speaks with a thick accent. Und who might this be who has wandered into my study? The words float to you smoothly and wrap around you like the coils of a great snake. Lairdrig whispers to you, barely audibly. I sense power in this woman. We may be wise to leave her be. I should probably listen to him on that score. The woman appears incensed at your whispering. Yes, I do have power, and better hearings than you think I do. Explain your business so that I may decide whether to kill you. Tell us, I believe a wizard of your power and station must already know why we are here. I don't think attack is in order just yet. He's warning me against it. She's a boss fight, and we can avoid it by a couple of things here. Now, I don't want to use a scroll either, because if she's warded up, she could be protected. And the obvious use of either of these scrolls would inflame her, I imagine. So let's go the intelligence route. I am a smarty pants after all. So let's say, I believe a wizard of your power and station must already know why we are here. clever of you. Yes, I know why you are here and what the master has planned for you. Okay, so she's not the master. What I wish to know now is what your current plans are. Why have you come here nearer to the master instead of running away? Yeah, let's go with 3. My equipment is in the tower. If I am to escape, I will need it. Yes, of course. You realize the master of the tower will not take kindly to this plan of yours. I don't care, lady. So you must realize that I have to kill you now. Uh-oh. Defend yourself. She's just buffed herself. What can we do in retaliation? Well, hell. I got spells, man. Might as well use them.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Sunshine. Oh, you dumbass.
Enemies approach. Be prepared.
Oh, she's nearly toast already, so maybe she wasn't as tough as I thought she was. Good work, team! Somehow I feel like that was less impressive than it wanted it to be. Could be because we buffed up. Hey man, I ain't gonna bulk on that. And she's got fat loot. We're gonna look at that and a scroll. This scroll contains descriptions of many different known magical items ranging from common wands to powerful artifacts created by arcane masters and demigods. Yep. Magic wand, a stinking cloud, a foot locker that I'm picking. Picking with my pick locks. They're always giving me a 20. Something's got to be broken with that. I ain't complaining. I'm just saying. That was just probably so you could pick stuff, I guess, and not feel like you need a thief. Is there anything else in here? Oh, we got some fat loot for that one, so let's go take a look at our fat loot. Another robe of fire resistance. Okay, I didn't cast my fire spell. That wouldn't have done piss to her. Bracers of armor. She only had a regular quarterstaff, really? Potion of speed. Raised dead. And a wand of stinking clouds. Boop boop. I'm gonna actually slot this over here because it falls within my we'll use it to protect myself scenario. We're gonna keep these down here because they all do that stuff. I gotta remember I got that true strike too, but I really need to use that more often. But let's see here. That was not bad haul. I am not going to complain about any of that. Oh, and I got a helmet unidentified. Where is my identified rod? It's over here. Yeah, baby. Pow. Oh, no way. +4 intelligence. That's mine. I'm a big old smarty brain person. Boom. So, the +5 intelligence should give me more spells for some levels. Now, I don't know what these levels count. It does count. Kick ass spells. Alright, what we got here? Let's be smart. What do we need? I could always use another Endure Elements for me or him, because those things last 24 hours. And a little bit of damage absorption is better than none, right? You know, that's extra 20 health. That's nothing to sneeze at. Protection from alignment. I'm leery of putting another one in there because I already have the robe here, and that's an AoE one that buffs me and him. It's easy enough to be standing next to the guy so he gets his buff. I'll still keep that one because it's still handy and it lasts longer probably than the one that I got from the robe. Oh, no, it doesn't. It lasts the same. 5. Level 5, which means 5 hours. So, same level. That's not bad. I ain't going to complain about that. Ray of Enfeeblement can come in handy. And as a matter of fact, the next level, if I remember right, our little, what was that spell? Clairaudience spell told us that level 3 was the fighters. So if we already fought the main boss downstairs, who the hell's up on the 3rd floor? It's got to be even better. More of them. Either or. Ray of Enfeeblement could debuff somebody's strength, though, in a big way. And I do have True Strike with this. So True Strike and Ray of Enfeeblement on a big, heavy, ogre-looking prick, just saying, would go a long way to nuking his strength for a decent amount of time. And I'm level 5, so while that will only last 5 levels, or 5 rounds, that's 5 rounds of him not hitting as hard as possible and with the most accuracy as possible against, presumably, my tanky guy here. That's not a bad call. I'm going to re-pick here. Because we're going up, we're going to use a potion, obviously. And we got so many of them. Using 1 potion per level, I'm not worried about pre-buffing up for all that stuff. That's all good gravy as far as I'm concerned. Curse of Impending Blades could be good. Nuking their armor class. No save for it. So it's auto-hit as far as I know. That would be awesome. I don't know that it's auto-hit. I should think about that. Well, we can actually check it. Let's just do it. But it gives a -2 armor class penalty. And it lasts for a decent amount of time. So, again, a big baddie who's buffed up. We could buff the piss out of son of a bitch. Debuffing is sweet. I want my Ghostly Visage still. I don't need Mirrors. Oh, I do need the Mirror's Image because he's got the other one, so that's still handy. Protection from arrows, possibly. Scorching Ray. If they're fighters, Scorching Ray could come in handy still, I'm betting. Get these. I would do 3d6. No, 2d6. Yeah. Useful, but not very. Reflex, though, save. We want to stay away from things like Fortitude saves if we're talking about fighters. If it's thieves, you want to stay away from reflex saves. So these things are usually reflex for half damage. This one's not, and that's why it's awesome. You hit them, it does damage. It does more damage than it should, but whatever. But I feel good about that. We should have our keys to get the hell out of here. Unlock the door. Uh-oh. Or does he have the key? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. He must have grabbed the tower key. Yeah, that's why he's got a slot missing. Okay.
Yes.
Gotta keep an eye on stuff like that, folks. But with that, I am going to save here. We got a lot of good treasure. Nice easy kill. How we doing on leveling up here? Not bad. He's doing good. Everything's said and done. We should be level 7 before you know it, though. But I'm going to sign off. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon. Bye now.